Hello, everyone. This week, someone asked, I'm curious how we can determine if cross-product terms are necessary in our multiple regression models. I saw in the textbook we use cross-product terms when we observe some kind of interaction between the variables, but how exactly does one measure this interaction between variables? Great question. All right, so in general, when you think that and you can also test for this, but if you have some sort of intuition, it also helps. If two of your variables X interact with one another, then you're going to need to include an interaction term. Okay, how you can see this is by plotting your Y versus X1, and then doing a plot of, like, if you have a categorical variable of people who have some comorbidity and another group of people who do not have the comorbidity, right? And you plotted age versus the severity of disease, right? And if people with a comorbidity, right, if those lines end up being parallel, you would not have an interaction. But if the lines are not parallel, you would have an interaction. The other way you can do this is you can put the interaction terms into the model, and then you can do a partial F test where you compare two models. One model does not have the interaction terms. The other model does have the interaction terms. And then you can say, are the interaction terms predictive of Y, given that these other variables are already in the model? And by definition, you fit those two models, you have a partial F test that you can carry out, and you can see if those interaction terms are significant taken together or not. So using a partial F test will be the way to go when you add these interaction terms in.